Hi, Cruise.com affiliates. My name is Christopher Kurtnazan. I'm the social media and event coordinator. So I just wanted to make a quick video on how I use CapCut. And this is what I use to make my Instagram reels and my TikTok content. It's a free and easy to use program. And in this video, I'll show you a little bit of the basics that I use that will give you a very strong foundation on how to use the program.
So first we're going to open the CapCut app and we're going to hit new project right in the middle. So you're going to pick out what videos that you would like to use. I just came back from the ship tour for a carnival celebration, so that's a lot of my footage right now. So we're just going to play around and cut some of that up. So we're going to do, the front of the ship, what the outside looks like is the first video, and then maybe like a little walk up onto how to board the ship. And then we're going to make this video about the restaurants. So here are some of the restaurants that I saw on board. And this is just going to be a quick little tutorial video, so it's not going to be anything too crazy. And we're just going to pick out your favorite videos that you want to use. Once you pick out all the content, you're going to hit add at the bottom, and it's going to put them all together in this nice format. After, you're going to hit ratio at the bottom, and this is where you're going to decide on where your video is going to go. So you can use TikTok, YouTube. This one's going to go on Instagram Reels, so it's going to be a TikTok filter. So as you can see, there's still the little black on the edges. So you're just going to pinch in and zoom into that. And that's how you're going to get it to fill out the entire screen. And you just check for the rest of the videos to make sure they recorded smoothly, just like that. And you are all good. If you don't want your background audio, you can click the mute button and it will mute all your videos. So if someone's saying anything, it's not going to appear in the video. And since you don't want your video to be silent, you're going to go down to audio and you will browse their media library. So they have a lot of different options like trending, latest hip hop, and then they also have a second page. You can go into the trending tab and that is always, really great picks, travel, R&B, and you get a lot of different options from CapCut in itself. So you just go in, listen to a couple, see what strikes, what piques your interest. If you want to save any of them, you can see that little bookmark tab next to the plus symbol, and that will bookmark your songs for you to use later. And then if you would like to go back and find your bookmarked songs in favorites, you just exit the trending tab and then you can go to the bottom right hand corner and that will show all your favorite songs that you've picked out before. So I personally like this song, so we're gonna go with this. It has a very mellow vibe. And once you add it, it's just going to add it to the video. So you see how it's a little bit off? You're just gonna pick that up and you're just gonna move it, and you can move it back and forth depending on where you would like to place the audio. And when you hear the audio, it doesn't actually start for a couple seconds. So you're gonna have to cut that unless you would like that in your video. So I'm just gonna go back to the beginning and then I'm going to pinch in on the audio. So I'm just gonna zoom in and then I'm going to click on the audio and then I'm going to drag it to where you see the blue line starts. And then you're just gonna pick it up and drag it right back to the beginning of the video. So now the music starts as the video starts, just to make it a little bit cleaner. And these are just little tips and techniques that'll clean up your video. So you can just pinch out to zoom back out. So the very basics of editing in this program is really just, you can click on the footage that you would like to, cut or chop up. You click on it and then you use those white bars at the end and you can just slide along to see what parts of the video that you would like to use. So if I really like this part where you're entering and there's a little pan over, but I don't want it to be too long because these are meant to be very short videos. So you're just supposed to get the gist of the room. So I really want to keep this nice, sweet, and short, and you just have to play around with it, start from the beginning, listen to the audio. And one key thing is that you really want to make sure you get it on beat. So, the more on beat with the music you can get it, the more satisfying for your audience and the better your video is going to turn out. So some videos that you pick out or some little clips, they're just, perfectly recorded and that is beautiful. And then some you just have to mess with to get the gist of it. So for this clip, it is extremely long and I'm not going to use half of it. So I can click on it instead of dragging. I can click and then I can hit the split button at the bottom left and then click delete in the middle. And that's what's going to delete a whole segment and I don't have to work with that. So I just delete half of that video and I'm just going to keep moving along. So I'm just going to select the footage and then I'm going to cut it in half and then I'm going to delete it because I don't need that part anymore. So split and then delete. And then you can just adjust what parts of it you would want to use. Now for the last clip that I'm going to do, I really like the entire clip, but it's just a little bit too slow and it's a very, very long clip. So I'm going to select the clip and I'm going to hit speed at the bottom left. And that is going to get it's going to encapsulate the entire video, but in a very quick amount of time. So you're going to go down to speed and then hit normal. And you can adjust what multiplier you would like. So, 2 times speed, 3 times speed, 5 times speed. And then in the top left, it's also going to tell you how long that clip is going to be at that type of speed. So 6.5 seconds, that seems about good. And then you're going to go back, press play, see how you like the feel of it. And that looks pretty good to me. And there you go. So you also see at the bottom, there is the music and it's still going to run for the remainder of the video, which will count for the time of the video. So I'm not going to use the rest of that. So I'm just going to split that and then I'm going to delete it. And then I'm just going to, cut that to the end of my footage. And just to make sure that your video doesn't end on a harsh note, you can click the fade button and that will fade out the music. So it doesn't have such an abrupt cut off and it fades out into black over a period of time. And you can also have it fade in as well. So you just listen and, you try and gauge how you would like the style of the video to come out. And there we have it. That's the video. So if, say you want to add a voiceover on top of this and you want to explain where you're going to go, you're going to hit the voiceover button in the bottom right-hand corner. And then you can either press down and hold, or you can click the button and it will record for you. I'm just going to record my audio on the video. So you're just going to record your entire audio. As you're recording your video, you don't have to do it all in one take and you're welcome to go back, delete it, retry, and that's what I do a lot of the times. So you can stop and then you'll have another voice clip. So if you like parts of it, you can add and edit the audio just how you do with the music audio. So once you're done recording, you'll probably notice that your audio sounds a little bit quieter compared to the music audio when you play it back. So normally that's when I go into the music audio and I lower that volume. And you can do that just by clicking on the audio and then you can click volume in the bottom left. And then I put it down to around, 50, 60 area. And then you can click on your voiceover audio and raise it up to around 400, 500. It's really just by ear and listening to what you want it to sound like and how low or how high your voice audio is. So you just play that over back, and you want to make sure you do that for all the voiceover clips because it's not going to apply to all of them. You have to go into each voiceover and click on them and adjust the audio.
since they are in segments. And just adjust where you want to place said voiceovers to make it match, clip out the dead air, and it's just going to be just like you're editing the clips. So you like your audio and you want to add captions. So you're going to hit the text button, and then you're going to hit auto captions, and you're going to select the voiceover filter, and that will auto generate captions for you so you are not typing them out, and it's going to put them on your video. And it's super, super helpful. I highly recommend you go back and you make sure that everything is spelled correctly, it's picking up all the correct words. And then if you would like to make it a little bit brighter so the colors pop, you can go to the edit button at the top right, and that's how you'll edit the words. You can change the font. If you go to style, it gives you a whole bunch of pre-chosen colors, and you can click, your favorite color that you would like to put on top of the video for the captions. And then there's also an apply to auto captions, and that will apply it to all the captions for the rest of your video. So I chose the little yellow one to make the words pop, and I don't have that too much yellow in my videos, so it'll really draw attention to the words. And this will really help with engagement. So if you're happy with your video and you like everything about it, at the end you're going to hit the button in the top right corner, and that will export your video out of CapCut, and it will download it immediately to whatever device you're using to edit it, your phone, your iPad, anything. So it'll export, and then it'll ask you if you want to share it anywhere. But that's more or less how you edit a very basic video in CapCut. Happy editing!